Alright gang, it is 3:30 in the morning. We're gonna hoist anchor, get on our way.
Hi everyone and welcome aboard. We are Pat, Alexa, and Gilligan the cruising boat cat. We live aboard our 57-foot Nordhavn Noeta and explore the beautiful Mexican waters with her. Today we are hoisting anchor in the dark to leave on a 37-hour journey across the Sea of Cortez. Come with us for the next 312 nautical miles as we cruise through the night, conduct some mid-sea maintenance, and pick up some hitchhikers.
Hey guys, here is our weather routing. This is what we're looking at right now. Leaving Saturday morning. We're gonna hopefully get underway at about 4 in the morning. Now this is Predict Wind Pro power routing. So you can see as we move through here, there's a little bit of wind out there, but it was forecast today as well, and a friend of ours is out there and there's not a breath of wind. So this is what we're looking at the whole way across. Little puff there as we enter Banderas Bay. That's pretty normal, and it puts us in there about 16:45, maybe 17:45. I don't know if this accounts for the time change, but you can see out here, like if we back it up, try to back it up. Sometimes this thing gets a little cumbersome, but like here's some wind, 11 knots, got some tables, wind summary. I like this one. Interesting, PWE and the European model both are predicting thunderstorms like midway across, which is very interesting because there's nothing out there. So it'll be interesting to see. And then you have all this data here. You can see we're going to burn 625 liters of fuel. It's 312 nautical miles. Average speed 8.5. And then this stuff, I really like this stuff. You can see on the right side our average speed picks up, goes down, kind of ebbs and flows with some currents out there. And all the models are pretty close in agreement, as you can see. Got all that. Winds, the summary, you can see across here. Max gust. Cape is interesting. That's it's predicting basically unstable atmosphere. And those two models right there, you can see they jump way up, and they're the only two, so I think they're outliers. Percentage time upwind on the beam, downwind, which is what we like. Percentage of wind, 8 to 20 knots. You can see that's a pretty broad range. So as you saw, probably about 13, maybe a 15 knot or something, but it'll be on the stern. The waves, less than 3 feet, greater at 3 to 7 feet, but those are swells. I like looking at this, roll greater than 4 degrees. Vertical acceleration, so there's not much there. The waves, we can go here, and we like this. This is should be pretty good. Data, currents. Not much you can do about that. The atmosphere, which is that cape. You can see it's got this weird, like all of a sudden there's going to be lightning or something weird happening. It's only these two models, which is very weird. GFS, which is tended to be the most reliable, doesn't have it. And so there's that. Close that out. Here's our projected route. So we're going to leave here. There's our anchor circle. Our route. It's pretty much just straight out of this little bay here and down. I put a little, here's a waypoint, denotes about 12 miles offshore for Starlink. Little wind right now, but according to Greg, there's nothing out there, so it'll be interesting. And that's forecast to not be there tomorrow. Azteca, that's actually a container ship. Seen them before. Interesting thing about these islands at Tres Marias, we're supposed to be 10 miles offshore, so I don't know what Dos Amigos is doing. I think that's probably fishing. I don't know, what's going on there. So we're going to be 12 mile or 10 miles offshore. There is a base, or I think there's a naval base there. Sometimes I patrol, sometimes I care, sometimes I don't. So we're going to do that and then make our turn, and it's kind of downhill run into the bay. But this is a channel you can navigate through, so that NA 040 and NA 041, those are good waypoints. Just draw a line between them, and that's good water the whole way. We've done that several times. And then we'll be in La Cruz in about 37 hours.
All right, gang, it is 3:30 in the morning. There's a couple boats out there. It is dark, and we have just pulled in the flopper arms. So they are ready to go. Everything is stowed. We're gonna hoist anchor. See if we can show you any of it. It's so dark out here. And get on our way. So, good morning. Okay. All right, so I have this cool little hat. I don't know if you can see it. It has a flashlight in it. Like that one. Has a flashlight in the front. Good and bad, because as long as I'm looking away from Pat, it's fine. So I can look here and look there and look all around. But when I turn to Pat, I need to turn it off, otherwise I'm going to blind him. And I don't know if you can see any of this out here, but we got some breeze blowing.
I can't see really anything, so.
Okay, I'll turn this on so you can see me when I'm turned away. But I have a flashlight with me too. Did you check water for the wing? Tell me when you're ready. I'm gonna bring it up, but then we'll wait.
Hey guys,
Hey, hi. We are,
underway.
yes, it is sunrise.
Going about an hour 15,
Yeah, not bad.
hour 20.
Yeah.
And the sun's just coming up. Fun little fact, the boat anchored behind us didn't have a single light on.
Not one.
a single light.
Yeah, Pat had him on radar, and I lit him up with a flashlight. But yeah, no, and he was the furthest back boat outside the anchorage. So
Yeah.
if somebody didn't have radar, Ponga or whatever, going through there, he would have been at fault. The guy, if something happened, the guy at anchor. But from waking up to actual moving, we were 40 minutes. We are a well-oiled machine here. Everything went well.
Yeah.
How's fuel pressure doing?
81 psi,
So our
right where it should be.
fix that we did yesterday means we have good pressure. Everything else seems to be happy.
Following seas, winds about, well, it's 13 knots right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be probably the windiest segment from here to about midway across.
And by windy, we're looking at 12 to 14 knots.
12, maybe 15. But yeah.
But nothing too awful. And then, so we have about a 37-hour journey ahead of us across the sea. The first waypoint's like 100 and something miles away.
It's 210 now.
So it's a while before we even have a waypoint on our charts. But it is 80 degrees right now. It was also 80 when we woke up.
And 60% humidity. It's dropped. It's 56% now. So it's still...
By the time we get to the other side, that's going to go up.
Way up.
Way up. But we're just sitting here watching sunrise. We'll have some breakfast. And then we have some free time for a little bit. So a little bit of... few hours of free time. We did turn on our Wi-Fi. We toggled to what's called ocean mode, which is kind of a new setting. It's kind of nice. You just pay $2 per gigabyte. So before doing that, we unplugged or paused all of our Wi-Fi devices except our phones, because we have speakers and we have cameras and we have lots of things
all sorts of things
that secretly are using, not secretly, but they're using our Wi-Fi.
They are secretly.
It's secretly.
Yeah.
I mean, we connected them at one point, but they're using our Wi-Fi. So the stuff that wasn't necessary, we turned off all the Wi-Fi, so we're not paying those gigabytes. So the entire time across the sea, we should have internet as needed, but we'll pay $2 every gig. So, yeah. Oh, technology.
Oh, tech.
The first time we crossed this, we didn't have anything like that.
We
Nothing.
left and you're just...
Dark.
Like the old days.
Like the olden days. You just did what you needed to do before you left.
We had an Iridium Go.
We did.
So we did have
a tracker, and we could connect. We could contact.
And it would be like using AOL dial-up. Like
Yes.
it was really
It
bad.
was so slow.
But
at the time, it was cool technology.
yeah.
And now it just, can't keep up. So we'll give you updates along the way. Hopefully it's a super boring cruise and there's nothing exciting to tell
Boring is
you.
good.
Boring is good. Okay. Good morning.
Morning.
Sunrise and... Where are you guys? Where are they? Yes. Hi, dolphins. Good morning. Oh, there's more. Hi. Be friends? Hey, buddy. He's complaining about being underway. Hi, Pat.
What?
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, guys. We have 7 brown-footed boobies.
We said boobies.
I did say boobies.
We have boobies.
On the bow. Let's go take a look. That's heading into the engine room. What I'm gonna do is every couple hours he goes down, does some checks, looks for any leaks, does some listening for anything that doesn't sound right. Already transferred some fuel to the forward tank, so now he's just getting in there. It's only 117 degrees in there right now, so I'm sure it feels great. And now we're up to 8 of our friends out here. We are making a giant mess down there. But we'll give the hitchhikers a ride today. Boat's getting washed on in a couple of days anyway. So sea stayed out there. I know it looks fairly calm. It's actually, and it's not bad at all. But those are about 3, sometimes 4-foot swells. You can see our stabilizers here doing some serious work to keep us stable. It's not awful. Kind of coming onto our starboard side. Go up and over the swells. Kind of see them a little bit there. But there's no real wind waves on top of them. And they seem to be spaced about 9 or 10 seconds apart. So it's not awful. And it looks like this is probably what we'll have for the next 24 hours. Fun. Now have like 12 or 13 of these brown boobies in here. Hey guys. Cheese. To film all of that. They'll be back. They'll be back. Pat just went out and screamed at him. Oh yeah, you showed them, Pat. Yeah, they're scared of you. They'll be back. Alright, we are like, I don't know, 14 hours into our journey here.
Sun is setting behind us. Finally made up some speed. We were like struggling to do 8.2 for the better part of the day. We had a pretty good current in front of us. And now we're finally away from Cabo, and you get a little bit of current that comes off there. So now we're averaging about 9 knots, which is nice.
That is exciting. That is exciting. So anything exciting happening in the last 14 hours?
No.
That's good.
And we love that. Boring is good.
The most exciting thing was we had like 14 or 15 pooping boobies on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat finally scared them off.
Yeah.
Because they pooped on the window.
Oh, they pooped on the window, the front windshield. That was it.
Yeah, and Gilligan...
Fine until that. And Gilligan was losing his mind.
He did not like them at all. So we'll see. They'll probably make their way back in the dead of night. But they're kind of fun because it's like bird TV when there were 2 or 3 of them up there.
They'd sit there and they'd be like 3 feet apart and still squawk and bicker at each other.
They were like siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they would like knock each other off the thing. And so that was kind of funny.
But then there was like 14 or 15 of them, and it was like...
I think I was bringing our bow down. I think
it was.
We were lower in the water up front.
I think so. And
now there's a ton of bird shit up front. So there's that.
Yeah.
We did have a bunch of dolphins earlier in the morning.
So the
Any
watch,
concerns? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, how are we going to do our watch?
We're going to do 3 hours on, 3 hours off.
It's no way around it. The first night out sucks. You're just not in the rhythm. You're not in the routine. We're both going to be tired tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's going to have to be, extra vigilant in the afternoon, especially the afternoon. You can start getting that sinker. And so it's about when we're going to pull into Vallarta.
Yeah, but we'll be so, it's kind of exciting to come back home, so it'll be...
I've been home for 8 years, so...
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Any boat issues, any maintenance issues, any concerns?
Engine room runs hot. I have the lazarette door open. just get some cool air in there. I'd say it's the biggest problem with these early Nordhavns is they just didn't have enough engine room cooling, especially for down here. All day the temperature's been like mid to upper 80s and humid. So it's I just have a cheap Amazon like thermometer thing, and right now, right over the engine, it's showing 112 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm happy with that. That's pretty good. So
Yeah.
just trying to figure out how to put more fans, more air, move more air through there.
Okay.
And yeah,
Yesterday we replaced the fuel pressure
Oh, yeah.
valve, and are we doing okay there?
doing fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. Did it all. Didn't have to bleed the engine, which is a huge victory. Started it up, ran it for about 20 minutes just to make sure yesterday, shut it off, and then I did it again last night just to make sure because we pulled anchor. It was 4 and it was dark,
Yes.
very dark.
Yes. And you mentioned a little concern about potential alternator issues.
Oh, I
Is
just
that-
want a new alternator with a. This boat doesn't have a remote voltage regulator, and when we bought it from the guy, he's like, you should probably do that. It's like, yeah, we probably should, but there was so many other things on the list. So now we kind of narrowed it down. After the haul out, we can start thinking about that.
Yeah.
So
And what
it
kind of?
works, but
Yeah, it works, but it's not
it's not the way I want it.
right. Perfect, which is perfect. He wants it
The way
perfect.
Captain Pat wants it.
And so as we're heading into twilight hours, what kind of things do we do on our boat to get it prepped for dark?
Just turn down the displays. I'm kind of counter to everybody. I turn on lights inside. I know people are going to lose their minds over that one, but guess what I do on an all-nighter in an airplane? We turn on the lights so we can stay awake. So
Because you're driving by radar.
you're driving by radar. It's going to be a new moon. It's overcast. You're not going to see shit out there. So might as well try to stay awake. So that's my strategy. I don't know. So,
Are our nav lights on?
nav lights are on.
All right then.
Seems to work for us. You
Yeah.
know, maybe a full moon or something, you can play with it. I know,
Having lights on in the pilot house just helps us stay awake
you
and
know,
like it's normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all. That's what we do.
that's
So
what we do.
tonight we'll each try and give you an update from our 3-hour blog on
3-hour tour.
how it goes for each of
Yeah.
us. But yeah, all right then. So I'm on my first night shift. It's only 8 o'clock right now. Very dark outside though. Pat's gonna come on in about an hour and work from 9 to 12, and then I'll take the 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. Pat's on 3 to 6, and then I'll come on at 6 so he can rest one more time. But wind's picked up a little bit. It's I don't know, 12 to 15 knots of wind. Same swell as before, kind of those 3-4 foot. But spaced pretty well, but on the beam, so we've got some rocking. And the thing that I knew would happen did happen. So we haven't had a single target on AIS all day long. Daylight hours. Nobody crossed our path for 12 hours. And then it gets pitch black outside, and there's a boat heading at me, and no AIS, nothing. And I'm thinking right now he's on my direct path, and we'll probably pass within a quarter mile of each other, maybe less. So I may do some navigating away depending on his path. Based on binoculars, looks like it's a sailboat, just based on the lights, but we'll see. Of course, this never happens during daylight. Alrighty, so he pretty much maintained course. He's gonna pass by about a half mile away. I can see him now through the binoculars. I don't think you'll be able to see him. See. It's very dark. Kind of see the light over there. So half a mile looks like it. Pitch black.
Hey everybody. I just took over for Alexa. It's about, 10 o'clock PV time. So she's off for the next 3 hours while I have the helm, or as we say on Noeta, I have the chicken. kind of rolling along. The winds are up a little bit, swell's up a little bit. We're still moving along at 8.8 average, so I like that. Things seems to be running well, knock on wood. Weather forecast, the winds are due to subside around midnight, maybe 1 in the morning, and then it should be good, knock on wood, through the Marianas until we finally get close to Vallarta, where there's kind of afternoon thermals blowing, going through towards the mountains and into the bay. But by then, we don't really give a shit because we're there. So that's it for now. Just Gilligan was up there a little bit ago meowing at me, and that's it. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Just over there off the starboard side, low on the horizon, is the Southern Cross. I wasn't sure. I have an app on my phone that I use while I'm flying so I can see the constellations. Sure as shit, it's the crux, or the Southern Cross. Didn't think we'd see it up here.
All right, it is about 2:20 in the morning. Got about 40 more minutes on my morning shift. It's been nice and boring, which is great, but it's also makes me tired. And there's nothing going on, so I can't win, I guess. The only so far event that's happened during this evening is that Gilligan, who's been meowing and meowing and meowing, he doesn't like the move the boat's making. It's doing this shimmying, kind of settling into the waves. I heard him meowing, but from up above. So, not sure if you can see there's a hatch up there. He apparently went up to the flybridge, over the little windscreen and onto the roof, and was meowing at me from up there. And so then he wanted me to get him through the hatch. So he came in through the hatch. I don't think he'll be doing that again. I think he kind of made a mistake. So listening to some loud music in my ear pods and eating M&Ms. And that is keeping me awake right now. 40 more minutes. Okay, 38 more minutes now.
It's 3 in the morning. Just doing shift change. Did his engine room check. And it looks like one of the filters needs replaced. Got some restriction in one of them. So, poor guy is doing right now, and it's 116 degrees in that engine room. So, I feel for him. Just did a woo with his arm, so I think that means that the new filter is working, and we no longer have a restriction. So, pretty sure that's what that means. They were new filters when we left, so our best guess is because it's been so swelly and choppy that there's gunk on the bottom or something that ended up in those filters. That's the best guess.
All right, kind of a interesting night. I had to change a Raycor filter because the vacuum started increasing. I don't know, it's kind of dark and likes to sleep, I'm so sorry. And it took a while for the vacuum to drop. Sometimes a little pressure builds up inside the gauge itself, and it's slow to reduce, and it finally dropped. We were going through a pretty good little washing machine back there, so I think if anything was in the tanks, it got stirred up, although they've been really good, so I'm kind of surprised that I saw that, and that it took so long for it to recover. There is a little button on top of the gauge you can press to release the pressure, the vacuum inside the gauge, but never, ever, ever, never, ever do that while you're underway, while you're operating, because you just open a pathway and the engine will suck air in through the Raycors and more than likely shut down. And it's still very dark outside, so we didn't want to do that. It took me about, while I woke up, to relieve Lex, went down to do an engine room check, and that's what I saw. So I spent another, 45 minutes down there doing all that stuff. And now I'm on watch and she's asleep. Never a dull moment underway. Good morning. Sunrise over the mainland. Coming up on the Tres Maria Islands. Much downhill run now into Vallarta. This is one of many stowaways we'll find in the morning. I don't know how this guy made it up here. This is pilot house. No idea. He's dead and he's going away. Another little stowaway. I don't know how he got here. Oh, up there I see another squid. There's more stowaways. One more dead squid. Around in the middle of the grill. Impressive.
Good morning. It's about 9 o'clock. Pat's getting a few more hours of sleep. We are right next to the Tres Marias Islands over here. We have to stay a certain distance off of them because they're military islands and stuff, and we're plenty off of them. Yeah, winds now are like 4 knots. The seas have settled. They're still rolly, but they're not nearly as jostly as they were last night. And we're in about 11,000 feet of water right now. It's deep water here. The radar is showing me a bunch of stuff up here. It doesn't look like boats. I'm worried they might be fishing nets, so we're gonna keep a close eye on that in about 1.5 miles, see if I need to do some fishing net dodging. Yeah, they're not boats, but there's definitely something the radar is giving me up here on the forward port side, so keep an eye on that. And then otherwise we are 10.5 hours from land, so pretty exciting. So the Tres Marias, Nordos and Tres, Maria Madre, Maria Magdalena, and Maria Cleophas. So they're hard to see. I'll see if we can show them to you out here. A little bit of fog layer, it looks like. That's the middle one. That's the lower line. There'll be one more. But sea state is nice. Alright, no boobies this morning, but they definitely left their booby mark up here, you guys. Gross. There are feathers and burnt guano everywhere. She is getting a big wash when we get to the dock, so that's good, but you can tell there were over 15 birds sitting here. It's Pat, transferring fuel. Just sitting there waiting while it transfers. This is the last transfer of the trip. What are you doing?
Well, Greg does not think our ice is trans. Yeah, it's transmitted.
How can you tell? Okay. Because our neighbor boat, who's out about 8 miles, didn't see us for a long time, so didn't think we were transmitting.
It's a llama ding dong. Oh.
You didn't know he could sing, did you guys? All right.
So close. I'm trying not to lose it.
He's trying not to lose it. We are close to where we need to be going. It's 3:30 right now, and we'll be at the dock by 7 p.m. So we're so close.
So close.
So how'd last night go? I mean, you did some video blogs, so I guess you have to.
Yeah, I did those. We had a fuel filter starting to clog for some reason, which is odd because we've been running off that fuel for 7 days. So, 3 in the morning, I'm down there. I changed one of the ray cores. The vacuum didn't drop immediately. It took like 30 minutes, which was a little concerning. But eventually it did. So I don't know.
It's always 3 in the morning for those kind of things.
Oh,
isn't it?
everything happens at 3 in the morning.
And the sea state was all
Yeah.
confused. And
Yeah, we were kind of tumbling around a bit, but we always burn out of one tank, the same tank. And we transfer everything in there through the polishing racor. So all the fuel that goes in there, in theory, should be good.
should.
Everything in that tank should be good. We've never had that kind of issue before, so we'll figure it out. We'll look at it.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Otherwise, everything else.
Yeah.
Okay. We had our bird friends visit.
And they shit all over the bow.
The biggest mess.
And this morning, when the sun came up and the wind was just right, it was a lovely bouquet.
Yeah.
Just effervescent.
It was. It was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's getting a good wash when we make land here. Otherwise, yeah, we've got some winds, 11, 12 knots, a little bit of
Swell, a little bit of wind wave,
waves.
but at this point,
it's
you don't even notice.
yeah.
We're just ready. I think there's a margarita in my future
And a taco.
and a taco.
Yeah.
We have these, hopefully they're open, street corner taco place. Oh my God. Yeah.
So what do you do, Pat, when you're up here by yourself for 3 hours?
I break dance.
No, you don't.
I do the hustle.
Thought he was going to give you guys a serious answer. He did not.
I stare out the window. I read. I try to read, but that was dangerous.
Nighttime reading, I tried too, and my
That was
eyes, I
dangerous.
guess we're getting that age.
One night, if you do one overnight like this, it's hard because you're just not in the rhythm. You're neither one of us are in that sync of sleeping. And when we did the 5 days down from Ensenada to here, by day 3 we were in a groove. It was a piece of cake.
Yeah. So you found it hard to stay awake during your shift.
Oh yeah. And then I had to go down and do some engine work, engine room stuff.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh yeah. Struggle.
tired.
It was a struggle.
Yeah. I listened to an audiobook, but then it wasn't super exciting. So then I put on music and then I did dance. It was how I stayed awake.
My weapon.
What you doing?
I'm gonna go hunt boobies.
Are you a booby hunter?
Booby hunter. No, we got a booby that wants to land on our boat and shit all over it again. Can't have that.
That's gonna save us from our feathered friends. Just stand out there and look scary, Pat. No birds will be harmed. You did it. That one went away. Yep, that was you, babe. That's just gonna stay out there and keep them from landing. Yep, we're bird free. Good job, honey. You did it. Good job. Jousting, I think, is what he's doing now. Not a whole lot to do on a passage, so we're staying busy. Well, you guys are sure fun.
Yeah, you can thank me later.
You did it.
You can thank me later.
Scared all of them away. All right, we have just entered Banderas Bay, which means we are so close to being in La Cruz. The sun is about to set. We just did a fun live with some people that came across the finish line with us here. Pat is downstairs in the engine room, just making sure everything is open and ready and for putting this boat at a marina, which it hasn't been at a marina in like 9 or 10 days. So we are getting ready to tie up. I have to go find lines and fenders because I stowed them all for the journey, and I need to go get ready all of my stuff now that you got your stuff ready.
All right. Well, the valves are correct.
Yeah?
I'm
Let's
just
see,
gonna dock this.
see if we remember how to dock the boat. All right, I'm gonna go get lines and fenders out.
making our approach.
Turning on the headsets. Thanks.
She's turning on headsets. We're assessing the situation. Our marina's like right there. It's one we've been in for 8 years, in and out of. Not a lot of boats in the anchorage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count 6. Wow.
Battery level is high. I'm gonna go put fenders on.
Okay. She's fendering up. Wish her luck. I don't know what they want on her to carry.
16 maybe?
Yeah, probably.
Marina La Cruz, Noeta and 16.
0909 Noeta.
09. The guys at the back. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Estamos llegando ahorita, creo que estamos en muelle 4A2. ¿Puede alguien encontrarnos en el muelle?
Claro que sí, Noeta, claro que sí.
Ok, nos vemos aquí en 5 o 6 minutos.
Okidoki, Noeta.
Ok, Noeta 16.
Back to the 6.
I think it's the guy with the glasses.
Oh, yeah.
So that was his voice anyway. Okie dokie, Noeta. Okay, now I'm gonna go to fenders.
Fenders. I'm adjusting the maps. I don't need to.
Okay.
Been in here a bunch. Don't need to listen to that either. So, just kind of making our approach here. Start bringing the engine down. So she's going to start cooling down. And it lets the turbo spool down too. It's a big thing. It's been running, spooled up for better part almost 2 days. So start letting that settle down. Bring the wing up. And oil pressure. Pump on line. And the twisters. One of the things, we haven't been in here for, well, since we left. And so the channel, they move it around sometimes because it kind of shoals. So, gotta pay attention. Sometimes markers move or they're missing. Actually, kind of have a pretty good idea where we're going. Channel markers are moved around a little bit. Well, the other thing is they don't have the that big yellow one anymore. You can always kind of tell where it started.
Hey.
Hi. All right, here we go.
This is weird. We haven't been here in so long.
6 months. Is that right?
Yeah. All the conversion lanes are ready, Captain.
Money, money, money. You don't have to tip me.
In Mexico, it's always good form to tip whoever's grabbing your lines or your trash or whatever it is. Every time we tie up and someone from this dock comes and helps out, we always tip them. So I always try to have that ready.
They appreciate it, and next time they come, you need them, which is always nice. You what?
I also need to
Oh.
have all of our documentation. These guys have a little iPad that you fill it out.
Oh,
with the
they
doc
do now.
The last time we came in. So all of our Coast Guard
I
docs,
didn't remember that.
our letters. So it's just nice to have all that ready too when you're docking.
The sun is bad. Yeah. All right, 15 feet. That's below the keel. And I'm going to the follow-up lever. I like using the follow-up lever to dock. It's just a little direct control of the rudder, and it really makes it nice docking. Really nice. You're not rushing around trying to do crazy stuff. Oh, there's a foiling catamaran. Tri-cat here. Wow. Dang. So they want us all the way in, even though there's other slips.
I didn't ask.
Working our way down the fairway. A lot of boats here when we left that have not moved. It's kind of sad. Dirty. Amigos. Hola. Hola, hola. ¿Cómo está? Gracias. Buenas tardes. Hola. Let's go. Here, over there. I think. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, found it. Bring down the wing. Shut down hydraulics. And we're here.
¿Cómo están?
Bien, bien, bien.
Muy bien.
Nice to see you.
Yes, it's good to see you too. Let me get my things.
Ah, no. Más
Está
en lo que se hizo
bien.
para atrás.
Cambiamos un poco.
Pesado, ¿no?
Sí.
Ahí, y ayuda.
We're gonna need the extension.
Congélenlo con ese Luis. No, a veces. Si tienes cash.
We made it. We're here, tied up, and we have power. Air conditioning is getting turned on. There are gonna be showers and tacos. That's the plan for this evening.
We just tied up. Look what joined us on the trip. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Look, it's, oh my God, it's almost, it's beautiful. I'm sorry you had to end your trip like this. Maybe he was old and he wanted to join us. Let me see your arm. It's like the same size and everything. Pretty. Look. He's getting his sniffs. He knows this dock really well. He's looking at his ramp, deciding when he's going to go up that ramp and sit under the bushes. Scouting his territory. He knows exactly where he is right now. Don't you, kitty? Be tougher to keep him on the boat here. Well, except right now, he's tired. It's been a big journey.
We did it, you guys.
Yeah.
We're tired.
We'll figure out the fuel burn and the actual hours tomorrow.
that'll be in the next video. So for today, thanks for coming along.
Thanks for
the
following.
ride. For those of you that showed up to our lives, it kind of kept
Yeah.
us energized the last week, 10 days. We need showers. We need tacos. But before that, we have to do our traditional shot. Thanks to Brad on that one.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good one, guys. Don't forget, like, hype, subscribe. And get out there and go boating.
Go boating. Get a boat.